Welcome everybody. Today, or yesterday should I say, I made it class 18. I was doing the stream yesterday and I started at 2.6k, 26k trophies. I got to 27k trophies. Then off stream I did another 1k trophies. What deck I was using, some people might ask. You see it on the screen. I was using the aggressive assassin. So it's an um, how you call it, assassin spam deck. So how to use the deck, I will just explain for now. And I was also using some other decks in between where I got certain lose streak. Then I changed up the deck, I changed up the servers, and so on. So I ended up getting in the Korea server my class 18. The server does not make a difference, but sometimes you get the opponent as a repeat. I got certain opponents. I first lost to them and then I win. After that, maybe some opponents you lose twice. You lose twice against them, so you change up servers so you don't meet those opponents and get different opponents who hasn't faced up against your deck yet to get an advantage. Yeah. So, and I think my deck is not in the meta. So the Typhoon, Joker Grove, Assassin, Sacrifice, or instead of Sacrifice, Summoner. Those two deck variations are in the current meta. But with the Mimic, not many players been using it. But I would say it's because of the Battlefield update. That's why I think this deck became strong. It's one of the winners of this update, or the last update. Because I used the 5th Voyage lock and I got it at level 17. I'm getting to level 18 soon. Yeah, as I get my gold up. Okay, so what you're going to do? So when you summon, so at the beginning you have a little bit RNG because you need at least one Typhoon on the field. So I'm talking about because of my crit. I don't know if you have low crit, you might need 2 Typhoons because my crit is at 1200. Yeah. So you didn't need Typhoon. So, and when you have a Joker line around, in my deck, in other assassin decks you play differently, but in my deck, when you have Jokers lying around and one growth, you don't copy the growth. If you have enough Typhoons on the field, you don't copy the growth. If you don't have enough Typhoons on the field, you copy the growth, so you might get the Typhoon faster. But if you don't, if you have enough Typhoons, you don't copy it, then you wait till you summon as assassin, then you copy all, and then you merge. But when you merge, you don't merge them all at the same time. You merge, wait when the assassinate is done, then you do the next assassination. Because when you merge too many at the same time, and one assassination goes to the same target, then it's just, how you call it, it would just change 1 bip. It won't change this 2 bip at the same time. So you have to be careful with the assassination, wait when the target hits, then do the next assassination. Also, one thing, when you do the assassination, I try to keep always the 1 dot on the field, the one dot. And also when you have, how you call it, like 1 assassination on the field and, how you call it, a Joker, don't copy the assassination yet. Wait till you get the second Joker or the Mimic before you copy the assassin dice. Because the stats, I'm going to show you the stats of the assassin dice: 15 base damage, and mine is class 8. And when you compare to Joker, okay, get 30. Also 1 second. Okay, the assassin is a little bit faster, but the damage of Joker is stronger. That's what I wanted to say. Also, how you call it? So I just explained you the basic things, but now there comes another factor. So the bosses are the next factor coming to play this deck. So when you have the snake, it's enough to have your Typhoon just to be level 2, so just 1 power up. Then you can do much summon as possible. And then you don't need to kill the boss as quick as possible. So You can get away with none upgrades, but it depends if you can survive the stage. If you can survive the stage, of course you need the 1 power up. But if you can survive the stage without any power ups, then you don't need any power ups, because when that boss survives long as possible, you get more SP. So the snake boss, you just need 1 power up, and after you beat the snake, so it's mostly depends on which opponent you face off. So we're just going to the scenario with the snake boss. So you just do 1 power up, you beat the boss, and when you play, I would say non-combo decks. So against combo decks you play different. So every non-combo deck, Assassin mirror match, it could be a little bit harder, but if you play against non-assassin deck and non-combo deck, then after you beat the boss, you just power up from level 2 to the max, because with the 5th wage lock you will get it the power up to the max quick. Also, when you face up a combo deck, you just power up to level 4, then you will focus on assassination more, and I think the last seconds, if you did a lot enough damage, you can how you call it, power up to the max. Also, when you power up to the after the first boss, you need to take a look at your field. So since the update was there with the dot count, I would say you can do the power up to level 3, and then you look up to your dot count. I would say 12 and above. If you have the counter 12 and above, you don't need to summon, then you can power up to the max. Else, try to summon more to get the number 12. So yeah, that update helped a lot to make things easier to explain. Okay, so now we are going to scenario when you have the silence boss. It's the same as a snake boss, so no further more explanations. Against the, how you call it, hacker boss, I would say you can keep it at level 2 if you have a dot count of 8 and above. Else you have to need to bring it to level 3 to power up, because you don't want any of your dice getting hacked. Since the update is just 2 seconds time till the boss uses the ability, and that time you need to kill it. I think if he casts a kill a skill, it takes time as well. So for the hacker boss you still have time, so if you have 8 dots on the field, you can keep it at level 2 to kill the boss. And coming to the 2 dangerous bosses, where you need your typhoons to be level 3, else you have problems, because you're not playing any sacrifice that can help you for the night. So for the night you need it at level 3, or having like 12 level 12, I would say 12 dots on the field of typhoon at level 2. Yeah, then you can beat the knight before he transform your field. The same goes for Leon. You have to have many dots on the field, but for Leon I'll just be safe, go to level 3. And when with your assassinations, I would say Leon is one of your favorite boss to have at the beginning, because you will be lowering down your opponent's dices and getting your dice at the right level. Then your opponent's field will be like half empty. It depends on what deck he's playing. He might be in trouble, else he might not be in trouble. Also, one more thing I want to say about the assassination. You don't do it every time. Sometimes you have to take a look at your opponent's field first. That's also another factor come to it. So last time, or one of my battles, I was playing against a combo summoner player, and he had like 4 summoners on the field, and I had like 2 typhoons, 1 2 dot, 1 1 dot, and how you call it, 1 joker and 1 assassin. Then I got another Joker copied to Assassin. He got one dot combo. Then I didn't merge there. Why did I not merge? Because he had two summoners on the field, and he was waiting for me to do the assassination so he can react fast. So I summoned more, getting more assassination. I had like three assassination to merge, and he had couple combos, and how you call it, couple combos, and his summoners, and he noticed that the monster's getting to the middle of the field. Then he started merging because he knew I was waiting for him to merge. And what do you know what happened in the end? He died before the first boss came, because he thought I was going to use my assassination so he can merge his dices in time, so my assassination will be worthless. But I had the advantage in that moment, so I waited. So assassination, you don't do the assassination every time. Sometimes you need to wait and look to your opponent's field and take a look if it's worth to do the assassination now. So the assassination is not just mindless doing the assassinations, because I have an assassination. I have experience with assassin decks over, I would say April, 6 months. Yeah. So as a beginner or who doesn't play assassination a lot might have less experience, but this is one of the experience I want to share with you. But this goes only for the assassin. For sacrifice assassin, I play the deck different as I'm playing assassin, aggressive assassin. So there is a difference between the assassin decks. Now I'm coming to show you my other deck, what I'm using. I had a win streak of 3, and that deck is one of the underrated decks. Two said I didn't record, but I was using Typhoon Silence. So this deck is also very strong. The only kryptonite to this deck is any atomic deck. Everything else is going to lose against the deck. Maybe if you play Assassin, you might win against this deck, or if you play the Hacker Dice, you might win against this deck. But this deck, everything else, the flow decks, mostly going to lose against this deck. Oh, wait, I'm not playing this deck this time. Wait, one dice I missed. I was playing like this. I was not playing Mimic. So, how you play this deck? So, at the beginning, you focus on Typhoon, getting Typhoon Max. Of course, you need to play the 5th Voyage Log as well, because you need the SP. Then, when you have your Typhoon Max, I think you get your Typhoon with this deck at the first, my 5th Voyage level 17. Maybe you get it level 3, but I got mine with summoning, with merging to level 4 before the first boss. Then, how you call it, during the second wave, I would say you get it both max. You can wait for the third boss. So after the second boss, you don't really need to merge the silence before maxing it. If you merge the silence before merging it, it's useless. You might merge this because you need space, else you don't merge to attack. So after the second boss, so you need to be able to survive at least 4 bosses if you want to play the silence boss. If you have no problem playing Typhoon, surviving 4 bosses, then you can play this deck. Else, I would say this deck is not for you. So after the second boss, you have everything maxed up, then you start to merge. But you don't merge at the beginning, so you wait like, you know how the waves goes, and you wait like in the middle of the time. Then you start to merge a little bit, and you see the monsters were getting close to the middle field, and if you're lucky, I had a moment, I had like 6 dot silencer, a 3 dot silencer, a 2 dot and a 1 dot. Not all at the same time, but when I merged, I got the 2 1 dots coming as well. And the whole field was like, where did the screen go? I had a full field of him silenced, and he lost because the 6-dot silence was huge. Because each dot gives you 1 second. So 6-dot without any power up would silence the opponent for 6 seconds. But each power up gives you 1 second as well. So you have 10 seconds of silence of 6 dice. Then you had the 4-dot that silenced for 8 seconds. The 3-dot silent for 7 seconds. So 5 seconds can, those seconds the opponent will have to wait for his dice to be unlocked, so the monsters will have time to get to the goal. So they reached the third baseline, and where some of their dots were getting unlocked, then I came back with another 1-dot. So 1-dot to 5 seconds. Wait, 1-dot does, yeah, 1-dot does 5 seconds. Did I did the calculation right? 1.5, 2.6, 3.7, 4.8. Yeah. So alright, it's alright. Okay. So yeah. So this silence dice is very powerful because we're living right now the atomic matter. This deck isn't really shining up, but it can be very strong if you use the 5th wage lock. Summoner is needed because you need high dot silencer to be very effective. So with Summoner you get the growth, and you know how it's going. You're getting fast high dot with Summoner and growth. So I used also for few, but when you look my I used the Sacrifice Assassin as well. I didn't use the Summoner. Then I tried with my other videos. I was playing Luna as well. I had also success with that deck. Yeah, then I got the Atomic box, so now I can upgrade my Atomic dice, class 9. And also, yeah, my highest class dice is growth. So that's it with the video. So if you have any questions how to play the silence deck or the aggressive assassin, comment down below or ask me in Discord. Anyway, that's with the video. Thanks for watching and bye.